Okay, so in this video we're going to be fixing a scratch. It used to be a dent, but I just pulled that out. I'll show you how I did that. Alright, as you can see, I drilled 3 holes right there, and I did that so I can pull out the dent that it had. It was pushed inward. For this repair, you're going to need Bondo, matching paint. You can find it on your VIN. If you look up your VIN, you can see the color code, and then go to your auto parts store and they should have it. 60, 180, and 320 grit sandpaper for starters, so we could get the rough spots. You're gonna want 2,000, and if you want it very well done, you can get 5,000 grit sandpaper. Okay, so first we're gonna start off with a rotary sander. And we're gonna start with 60 grit. That way we could get deep into this. That way when we put the Bondo, it'll stick better. All right, let's get started. Okay, next you're gonna want to get a wet cloth to clean this and a dry one to dry it off. And then after that, you're gonna want to have your Bondo and a Bondo spreader, and we'll be applying it right after we clean it. The Bondo is really strong and it may bother you or irritate your throat. So what I'll be using is a paint mask from here on out. This will protect you from particles, from sanding, from inhaling the Bondo. It helps you out, and for the painting as well. And then just let this dry for about 5 hours at most. And we'll be right back. Okay, so I just finished sanding this with 60 grit. Now I'm gonna apply some glazing putties to fill in the small holes that the Bondo really can't get. As far as the Bondo goes, you don't really have to wait 5 hours. You could wait. I waited an hour until I sanded the Bondo, and I'd let the glazing putty set for about 10 minutes just to make sure it cures. Afterwards, we'll sand it with 120 grit, if not 220. Yeah, afterwards we'll sand it with a 220 grit. You're gonna want to sand with 800 grit final. That way you can get a smooth surface, and we can start priming, and we'll get right to that. And next we're gonna want to prepare the surface for paint. First, I'm gonna wipe off all the dust with a wet microfiber cloth, and then I'm gonna dry it with the dryer. I'm gonna set up the paint spot so I don't get paint anywhere else. I'm gonna cover the parts that I don't want to get paint on, and then I'm gonna prime it. I'm gonna use Rust-Oleum Professional Primer. It's fast drying and it has a wide angle spread.
'Cause we keep on going, though everybody know it.
Okay, now we're gonna apply the second coat.
The truth about our way we tied it loosens up, I'm sorry.
Okay, we'll give that about 10 minutes as well, and then we'll go with the third coat, and then we'll go over with a clear coat. Alright, now you want to do the third coat, and I forgot to press record, but you just cover it up until you can't see anything under it. Just make sure it doesn't drip or anything like that, and I'll go over it once more, just to make sure.
Be cool, go on and fake it. We still know we will break it. We make the same mistakes we always made, and now let's face it.
Okay, and we'll be back in about 20 minutes to finish up the clear coat. And then it's getting dark tonight, so tomorrow we'll start sanding. We're going to sand with 5000 grit over the clear coat after it dries for about 12 hours. And then we're going to buff it and we're going to polish it. Alright, this is going to be the clear coat. We're going to use automotive clear coat.
'Cause we keep on going, though everybody know it. The truth about our way we tied it loosens up, I'm sorry. Be cool, go on and fake it. We still.
What we're doing now is we're just gonna sand it with 5000 grit. We're gonna buff it, and then we're gonna finish up with polish. We're gonna use new finish, and we're gonna use a polisher. Okay, I'm gonna begin sanding. Make sure you're sanding with water when you're using more than 800 grit, because it begins to stick to the sandpaper.
We will break it. We make the same mistakes we always made, and now let's face it.